Welcome to PetCare. This is the command center for your veterinary clinic. The moment you log in, the dashboard gives you a complete snapshot of how your clinic is running today. At the top, you get real-time numbers, total patients on file, today's appointments, and revenue at a glance, so you know the health of your clinic without digging through menus. Below that, the activity feed and charts keep you updated on recent bookings, consultations, and trends over time. As we scroll down, you'll find quick links into the areas we're about to explore: patients, appointments, consultations, and more, all just one click away. Everything in pet care is organized in this left-hand menu. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through this exact list, from setting up your clinic to registering a pet, all the way through to billing. Let's start at the very beginning, setting up the clinic itself. Under Settings, General Settings is where you enter your clinic's core details like name, working hours, and contact information. These details flow through automatically into invoices, reports, and confirmations sent to pet owners, so it only needs to be set up once. Next is Clinic Branding, where you upload your logo and choose your brand colors. This ensures every document and portal screen your customers see feels like your clinic, not a generic template. And under Clinic Documents, you can store licenses, certifications, and other official paperwork right inside the system, so they're always on hand if you need to share or verify them. With the clinic profile ready, let's bring in the team. The staff section lists everyone working at the clinic, along with their role and contact details. Adding someone new takes seconds. Click New Staff and fill in their name, role, contact number, and shift details. Once saved, that staff member appears instantly in the list and can be linked to appointments, admissions, or billing wherever their role applies. Next, the doctor section. This is where every veterinarian on your team is registered, along with their specialization and availability. To add a new doctor, we fill in their name, qualification, specialization, say surgery or general medicine, and their contact details, which is exactly what powers the appointment calendar you'll see in a moment. Once a doctor is saved, this Actions menu lets you view their full profile, edit details, manage their schedule, or deactivate them if they leave the practice. Before we can prescribe a medicine or bill for a vaccine, it needs to exist in inventory. Item Master lists every good, service, and consumable the clinic stocks, with live counts for low stock, out of stock, and items expiring soon. Adding a new item, we start with its identity, name, SKU, barcode, then its generic name, manufacturer, and brand. Next, we classify it. Is it a physical good or a service, which category it falls under, and which vendor and store it's linked to. We also decide whether to track it by batch and whether expiry or manufacturing dates matter. Setting reorder level and quantity here means PetCare automatically flags this item as low stock or out of stock before it actually runs out. Finally, we set the purchase price, selling price, and GST details, plus any special storage conditions, and the item is ready to be ordered and dispensed. Every item needs a supplier. The Vendors module keeps a directory of everyone the clinic buys from. Adding a vendor, we capture their company name, contact person, phone, and email, payment terms, address, and their GST and drug license details for compliance. When stock is running low, we raise a purchase order, selecting the vendor, the delivery store, and the items with quantities we're ordering. When that order physically arrives, goods receipt is where we check it in against the original PO, confirming quantities and updating stock automatically. And purchase invoices is where the vendor's bill gets recorded, linked to the same PO and goods receipt, so procurement and accounting always stay in sync. Now let's get to the core of PetCare, the Patients module. This list shows every pet registered at the clinic, along with their owner and status. From this menu, you can quickly view a pet's history, edit their profile, or jump straight into booking an appointment for them. To bring in a new patient, we start with the animal profile. Step 1 is all about the animal itself: name, species, breed, date of birth, gender, weight, and color. This is the profile that follows the pet through every visit, consultation, and treatment. Step 2 captures the owner's name, phone number, email, and address, the primary contact for this pet. Step 3 covers emergency contact details and insurance information, so if anything urgent comes up, the clinic already has what it needs on file. And the final step is notes. This is where allergies, behavioral notes, or anything special about the pet gets recorded, so every doctor who treats them is fully informed. One click to save, and the pet is now fully registered, ready to be scheduled for an appointment. With our patient registered, let's book their visit. The appointments dashboard shows every upcoming and past appointment, filterable by doctor, date, or status. To create a new booking, we select the patient we just registered, choose the doctor, and pick an available date and time. We also note the reason for the visit, whether it's a routine checkup, a vaccination, or a follow-up, which helps the doctor prepare in advance. Once booked, this actions menu lets the front desk check the patient in when they arrive, reschedule if needed, or move straight into starting the consultation. When the patient is checked in, the doctor moves to the consultation module, which lists every consultation in progress or completed. Starting a new consultation, the doctor records the pet's vitals, weight, temperature, along with the presenting symptoms. Scrolling down, the doctor adds their diagnosis, prescribes medication, and lays out a treatment plan, along with a follow-up date if one is needed. Once saved, the full consultation record is generated, a complete clinical summary the clinic and owner can both refer back to. From here, the team can print the record, add a follow-up note, or move straight into generating an invoice for the visit. If the visit involves a vaccine, the vaccination module tracks every dose given and flags what's coming due next. Logging a new vaccination is straightforward: the vaccine name, batch number, date administered, and the administering doctor. PetCare automatically calculates the next due date so the clinic can proactively remind the owner before it's time for the booster. Afterwards, the record can be marked complete, rescheduled, or the owner can be issued a vaccination certificate right from this menu. For pets that need a procedure, the surgery module keeps every scheduled and completed surgery organized in one place. Scheduling a surgery means selecting the patient, the procedure type, the assigned surgeon, and the date, along with any preoperative notes and anesthesia details. Once saved, the surgery is on the clinic's schedule, and the record stays linked to the patient's full history. Some patients need to stay overnight or longer for observation. That's managed under admissions, which shows every admitted pet and their ward assignment. Admitting a patient means recording the reason for admission, assigning a ward or kennel number, and setting an expected discharge date. This keeps the clinic's in-house capacity organized and makes sure every admitted pet is accounted for until they're discharged. Every service we've just walked through, the consultation, the vaccination, any surgery, comes together financially in billing, which shows all invoices and their payment status. Creating an invoice, we select the patient and add line items for each service rendered: consultation fee, medicines, vaccination, or surgery charges. PetCare totals it automatically, and the front desk records the payment method to close out the visit. And with that, the entire patient journey, from registration to payment, is complete, fully recorded, and easy to look back on. Every visit builds up a pet's medical history, which you can review anytime under Medical Records. And from there, Certificates lets the clinic generate official documents in a couple of clicks. There's a fitness certificate confirming the pet is healthy and free of contagious disease, a vaccination certificate listing every dose with batch numbers, a travel health certificate for pet transportation, and a consent form for procedures involving anesthesia. Select the patient, and PetCare pulls the relevant details straight from their record onto a ready-to-print clinic-branded certificate. PetCare also comes with a built-in library of care guides, breed-specific instructions you can hand to pet owners. There are ready-made guides for popular breeds: Labradors, Beagles, Persian cats, and many more, covering everything from diet to grooming to common health issues. And if your clinic has its own protocols, you can create custom guides too, so the advice pet owners take home is exactly what your vets recommend. One more area worth showing: campaigns. This is how the clinic proactively reaches out to pet owners, whether that's a vaccination reminder or a seasonal promotion. Setting one up starts with choosing your audience. For example, every owner whose pet has a vaccination due in the next 30 days. Then we write the message and set when it should go out. It's a simple way to keep pet owners engaged and bring them back in for care they need. Once launched, the clinic can track how it performs right alongside every other module we've covered today. Finally, let's zoom out. The report section pulls data from everything we've just seen, patients, appointments, billing, inventory, into one place, so the clinic owner always knows where things stand. Right at the top, you get the headline numbers, total revenue, total patients, and consultations for the period. Clinical reports break down patient census, species and breed distribution, diagnosis trends, and vaccination coverage, useful for spotting patterns in what you're treating. Financial reports cover revenue and collections, outstanding dues, and GST returns, everything the clinic needs for accounting and compliance. Inventory reports track stock value, expiring batches, and consumption trends, so nothing runs out or expires unnoticed. And operational reports show appointment volume, vet workload, and peak hours, helping the clinic plan staffing and schedules more effectively. That is pet care, end-to-end. From the moment a pet walks in the door through registration, appointments, consultation, vaccination, surgery, and admissions, all the way to billing. One connected system, so your clinic spends less time on paperwork and more time on care. Thanks for watching.
वीडियोस बनाने हैं, फिल्मोरा है ना।